Hi, I'm Dan from Dan Made for the Home in Concord, Mass.
Dan Copso isn't usually giving advice about wood and paint. Rather, he's giving advice to athletes at Tufts University. As the director of sports performance, he oversees the training of all the athletes, something he says requires a fair amount of problem solving, much like his hobby of woodworking.
The puzzle solving side both drives me crazy and challenges me. And I think something I personally like is I like challenges, something that appeals to me about my 9-to-5 job as well as this woodworking thing. You know, you can build, a great skilled artist can build anything out of a jigsaw and a drill. I am not that person, but it doesn't require a lot of tools to get in and tinker.
And Dan's tinkering has turned into some fine quality pieces, either built from scratch or refurbished. We asked Dan to show us how to make an old dresser new again.
And then grab a little sandpaper and do a little light sanding.
The dresser I'm walking you through, it's a really simple kind of fix. So paint is going to do all the work for me, just like painting a room. So the piece itself is less crucial as long as you like the basic shape. So this one in particular is a mid-century modern style. It's a style that's very, it's kind of back in now. It has clean lines. There's not a lot of fancy detail. And that tends to work really well with painted furniture.
And just sand it down a little bit to get a nice clean look.
Originally, the work helped furnish his home, then became gifts for family and friends. And now, people are buying. His wife, Lauren, takes the photos for his social media accounts.
Her photos make my very mediocre woodwork look really amazing. So I've got to thank her for that. So now we kind of, we fix things up, and if we can sell them, we sell them. And if they don't sell, they become pieces around our house.
Dan says he's hoping the venture becomes profitable within the next year or two. But if you're not looking for a side hustle and just want to spruce up your home, scour the attic or the basement. Or
our secret is, like a lot of people these days, Facebook Marketplace is a great place to start. You've got pictures, you can kind of chat with the owner and find out if the piece is broken or not, and you can get great deals. So you can get things for almost nothing. Or we recently picked up a giant cabinet that was missing the legs in the mid-century modern style for $40. And you got some new brass legs off Amazon for $30, coat of paint, a little bit of sanding, and it is a gorgeous dresser. And the interior, the guts on it are really heavy duty. I mean, that thing's gonna last another 200 years.
And what better moment to take up a hobby and maybe make your surroundings a little more beautiful.
Most of us are spending more time in our house. We might see something around that, isn't as beautiful as it could be, or just gives us an opportunity to do something that distracts us from some of the stresses that are going on and helps us kind of just focus on something else that we can do during this kind of stressful time.
Hi, Ben here. So it looks like we're going to be working and studying from home for a while. So I thought some DIY desks would be in order. Now these are a lot easier and simpler than our typical DIY projects. Each one of these desks takes about 2 hours to make. We also picked designs that only require a few basic tools. So all these desks can be made with just a circular saw and a drill. Occasionally we use an orbital sander, but hand sanding would work as well. All right, let's get to the builds. Let's start simple. This desk is made out of just plywood and hairpin legs. Now I am going to use a couple of 2x4s and a piece of trim to help me make nice straight cuts. This is pine plywood that's sanded on one side, and I'm going to get two pieces the same size so that I can double them up and make an 1.5 inch thick tabletop. I'm making the cut with my circular saw, and I clamp down a trim board with two 99-cent spring clamps to use as a guide. This technique works really well for long cuts, but on shorter cross cuts I normally just draw a line and do it by eye. If you're a beginner though, you might want to keep using the straight edge. I'm making a desk that's 2 feet by 4 feet, but you could really make one any size, although I wouldn't go above 3 feet wide and 6 feet long. Once you got bigger than that, you'd probably need additional reinforcement. I spread some wood glue evenly on the rough side of the plywood and then placed the second layer using 8 of these 99-cent spring clamps to hold the plywood together. The glue by itself is plenty strong, but I want to move fast and not wait for it to completely cure, so I'm also going to add in 1 1/4 inch long finish screws. This is going to be the underside of the desk, and I do want to be careful not to overdrive the screws and have them poke through the top finished surface. If you want to save money on screws though, you can just simply take a couple hours and let the glue fully cure. My sister Jessie then put the tabletop up on some sawhorses and used an orbital sander with an 80 grit sanding pad to sand the edges nice and flush. She then switched to a 150 grit pad and rounded over the corners so that they wouldn't be too sharp. She finished sanded with 220 grit paper and just eased over the edges by hand. Even though one side is sanded, this is construction grade plywood, so there was some discoloration, which easily sanded right off. I need to flip the tabletop over to add legs, but I don't want to scratch the nicely sanded top, so I put down some rags to protect it. This is going to be a children's desk, and I'm using 22-inch long hairpin legs, but these hairpin legs come in 1-inch increments. And we made this handy little chart so that it'll be easy for you to make desks for people of all sizes. One of the things I like about DIY hairpin legs is that they also send you this little kit that comes with the screws and some paste wax and a sponge so that you can finish and seal the raw steel legs. They also have these rubber feet that go underneath the legs if you're worried about scratching your floors. I set the legs in about 1.5 inches from the edge and then screwed through the holes in the steel plate to attach them. I then wiped down the legs and applied some paste wax. To finish the plywood, I'm going to use Simple Finish from Maker brand. This is an oil and wax finish that's really easy to apply. You just lay on a thick coat, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then rub out the excess. And there you have it, a nice, simple, easy to make desk that has a bit of a mid-century modern but slightly more industrial kind of feel.
Coming up, a meal with only 2 ingredients, but first, an easy spot treatment you can do tonight from home.